6-0 run by Detroit, and here comes McGrady. Well, look at the crowd.
All right.
I don't think anybody expected to see him tonight. And Tracy McGrady will come in for Buttinger.
How's that for a warm welcome? Let's let you know that this crowd appreciates what Tracy has brought to this team for many, many years. When he's healthy, he's one of the more electrifying players in the game.
And I like the way Rick Adelman's getting him right out there because he just warmed up. You didn't want him to cool off. He's still hot. Go ahead and put him out there and see what he can do.
I like it. But you got to learn how to stay on the court. That's a turnover that should never happen.
Austin Day out of Gonzaga was drafted #1 by the Pistons, and then they picked up Jerebko in the second round, and actually he's played more than Day had. McGrady coming off a pick, misses his first shot. That probably is an outside player. He's not going to drive to the basket very much.
McGrady's going to come back. He's got to do everything he's supposed to be able to do.
There's Jerebko going to the basket, short on the shot. Good defense by McGrady. Jerebko gets it back, sweeping hook shot. Battier tips it to McGrady.
Jerebko about 6'10", big kid.
Yep. Barely wait.
That was 2.1 seconds.
Speeding bullet. And John Keister wants to call a timeout. The Rockets on a 9-0 run and have taken a 5-point lead. Pass breaks. He's trying to get up the court. He just rolled his eyeballs when he came over at timeout. He said, man, this is a lot different than the last time I played.
Absolutely. Luis Scola, Aaron Brooks running the break to perfection. These guys are athletes.
He's trying to get up the court and join in, but it's hard to do.
Got to get on your horse. Hustle.
February the 9th of last year was the last time Tracy McGrady played. Jerebko with a miss. Aaron Brooks again. This time McGrady tries to get down the court in a hurry, but they decided to slow it up. 3.5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Trying to run something for T-Mac as he curls around the ball, and it was deflected. McGrady out to Brooks. Brooks cross court to Lowry. Lowry sees McGrady, fires it up. McGrady for a three! T for a three!
Well, Rockets fans have been certainly used to seeing that from Tracy McGrady. As you would say, 3 from the parking lot.
Yes, indeed. Oh, he's been shooting a lot, and we've watched him in the pregame, and there's a nice drive by Rodney Stuckey.
It's one of the keys. The Rockets have got to keep the Pistons out of their paint on dribble penetration. That's when they're most dangerous. Now, Tracy McGrady has played about 6 minutes so far.
He ought to be able to post up Jerebko. Let's see the isolation from McGrady. Takes it to the basket, draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
See, I saw some explosion there. I never saw that last season. Here's Tracy McGrady coming down, says, I'm open, give it up. Look at that. Steps into it, nothing but net. That's a confident stroke. That's shooting like a guy who expects to make that shot.
Those are the career numbers for T-Mac. And since entering the game, the Rockets have outscored Detroit. Since T-Mac entered the game, it's 18-8 Houston.
Well, he gives them that extra bit of swagger as well. A player who's proven that everyone knows has big-time game. And when he's on the floor, everyone's a better player for the Rockets.
Got to work on those free throws after you've run a little bit. You know, it's one thing to practice them
when you're healthy, when you're not, well, when you're rested.
Yeah. When you're 95. And his motto was, get the play right.
I love Earl Strong.
Yeah, I think he was the best.
He's the best of all times by far. It wasn't even, nobody else is even in the same conversation.
He had a great personality. There's T-Mac, just under 8 minutes played, 3 points. And look at that smile on his face. It's just good to be back, isn't it?
Absolutely. It doesn't get any better. Players want to play the game, Bill.